What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. Will exes finally reunite? Ivy returns for Liam's new beginning. The Bold and the Beautiful reveal that Ivy Forrester will return as Liam Spencer gets a new beginning. Will these ex-partners ever reunite? Ashley Brewer will reprise her role as Ivy Forrester in new B&B scenes from July 21st to 15th. Now that Liam is doing better, it would be wonderful if Ivy could get in touch with him and check on him. Because Liam and Ivy were once lovers, there is still a connection between them. In fact, there was a time when Ivy was throwing herself at Liam and trying to win him back. Liam has a second chance at life now that he has survived a gunshot wound and allegedly undergone experimental surgery. All indications point to a con, so it's unlikely that Liam ever had a brain tumor, but he certainly believed he was dying. Since Liam now knows he's going to live, that could change his way of thinking. Maybe Liam could get a bit bolder when it comes to grabbing opportunities and embracing everything life has to offer. The most important thing for Liam will be to spend time with his daughters and make all the memories he thought he would never have. Knowing that he will still be around to raise Kelly Spencer and Beth Spencer will be a comfort to Liam. However, Liam might also want to make room in his world for love. Liam doesn't have to be single forever, so perhaps his survival will set the stage for a long-awaited reunion. Hope Logan is content with Carter Walton, at least for the time being, while Steffy Forrester is content with John Finn Finnegan. Since Liam's other exes are taken, could he focus on Ivy and enjoy a fresh start with her? It would be a refreshing change of pace and may incite jealousy, particularly on Hope's part. Part of Hope may still want to be with Liam deep down, so we'll bring you updates on her messy feelings and any complicated news that might be looming. Keep an eye on Liam's love life because, according to the Bold and the Beautiful, it might throw some unexpected curveballs in the near future. Will exes finally reunite when Ivy returns for Liam's new beginning? According to the Bold and the Beautiful, longtime fans are in for a treat as Ivy Forrester makes a much-anticipated return to the show, just as Liam Spencer steps into a brand new chapter of his life. The timing of Ashley Brewer's resumption of the role, which will run from July 21st to July 25th, is perfect and intriguing. Ivy's reappearance comes hot on the heels of Liam's near-death experience, his recovery from a gunshot wound, and the highly suspicious brain surgery orchestrated by Grace Buckingham. Even though there are still questions about whether Liam actually had a tumor in the first place, the ordeal has unquestionably altered his perspective on life. Ivy and Liam's romance, which many fans believe to be over, may also be revived by this shift. Ivy and Liam once had a messy, passionate, and deeply emotional romantic relationship. Ivy was in love with Liam for a very long time, and even after they broke up, she continued to pursue him with such fervor that it appeared that their love hadn't completely vanished. The possibility of rekindled love suddenly seems less remote now that Ivy has returned at a time when Liam is vulnerable, reflecting, and reevaluating everything. Not only has Liam encountered death, but he has also undergone a transformation. Liam is ready to seize the day, live fully, and love without reservation, no longer burdened by the belief that his days were numbered. Part of this new mindset includes focusing on what matters most, his daughters, Kelly and Beth. Having survived what he believed was a terminal diagnosis, Liam now finds joy in the little things. He once feared he would never experience the blessing of a bedtime story, school play, or lazy Sunday. However, despite the fact that he values his role as a father, he longs for companionship and someone with whom to share those special moments. His previous relationships with Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester are both over, complicated by their pasts and now firmly occupied by new partners. Hope appears content with Carter Walton, while Steffy is content with John Finn Finnegan. That creates an unexpected opening for Ivy, whose reappearance has the potential to alter everything. The unresolved emotional layers that Ivy and Liam still carry are what make Ivy's return so appealing, not only because of the possibility of romance. Ivy left with a trail of unfinished business and a heart full of longing. She's matured, evolved, and perhaps harbors hope that this reunion isn't just coincidental, but fate offering them a second chance. Ivy represents a new beginning for Liam. Ivy was not a part of the never-ending love triangle that defined his past, unlike Steffy and Hope. Ivy has the potential to bring something new that is less chaotic and more grounded. In addition, despite the fact that viewers may initially perceive their reunion as a nod to past experiences, it could develop into one of B&B's most unexpected and touching arcs. Drama continues to surround Liam's miraculous recovery in the meantime. Finn, who is always a scientist and a meticulous doctor, is still skeptical about Grace Buckingham's diagnosis and treatment. In the hope of discovering the truth about Liam's alleged tumor, Finn quietly launches an investigation despite the absence of any medical records or research that has been peer-reviewed. Could Grace have tampered with scans in order to seduce Bill Spencer and take home $1 million? If so, Liam may not only have been exploited emotionally, but may also have suffered needlessly. It's possible that all of this will come to light just as Liam begins to re-evaluate his relationships, including the potential role Ivy will play in his future. Additionally, beneath the surface, more is brewing. Although Hope claims to be content with Carter, her actions reveal a more nuanced narrative. Ivy's return and rekindling of her relationship with Liam may rekindle buried emotions. After all, Liam was her greatest love, the father of her child, and the man she had hoped to be with for the rest of her life. Hope may be forced to face the fact that she may not be as in love with Liam as she claims by the presence of Ivy. Viewers can anticipate subtle shifts in her behavior and possibly even a surprise declaration as jealousy takes hold. As for Ivy, she might find herself torn. She wants to help Liam, be there for him, and rekindle their relationship. But the re-emergence of Liam's exes into his emotional orbit could pose a threat to their potential happiness. Despite her devotion to Finn, Steffy still genuinely cares about Liam in her own way. Hope, uncertain and wavering, may inadvertently create tension that Ivy hadn't anticipated. Although Ivy, Liam, Hope, and Steffy's love triangle may have been revived, the roles and stakes are now completely different. Bill Spencer, on the other hand, is very protective of Liam. If he begins to sense that Ivy is becoming a distraction or worse, a complication in his son's recovery, there could be fireworks. When it comes to what he thinks is best for his family, Bill has never been one to hold back. Ivy will need to demonstrate that her intentions are pure in order to avoid further complications as a result of his involvement. Also, keep in mind that Ivy might have secrets of her own. It's possible that she had relationships, regrets, or even unresolved grief while she was away from Los Angeles. Is she really prepared to rejoin the whirlwind of Liam Spencer's life? Or will she discover that the man she remembered is not exactly the same after everything he has gone through? Ivy's return signifies something significant for The Bold and the Beautiful's future in a broader sense. It suggests a return to long-form storytelling rooted in character development and emotional payoffs. It's a chance for the show to explore redemption, healing, and second chances in a way that feels organic, rather than manufactured. It is a reward for loyal fans who have persevered through the triumphs and tragedies, the betrayals and reunions, and the tears. So what comes next? Could Liam and Ivy emerge as the next B&B power couple? What could have been a beautiful new beginning will Hope's jealousy sabotage? Could Finn's investigation cause everything to fall apart and put Liam in yet another predicament? The answers may not come quickly, but one thing is certain: Ivy's return has cracked open a new chapter filled with passion, suspense, and the tantalizing question of what might have been and what might still be. Keep an eye out for additional twists and turns in The Bold and the Beautiful, as well as Ivy Forrester's return to the spotlight, possibly not just as a guest, but as Liam Spencer's real chance at eternal life.